The story began in a square in front of Korean Palace, located in the heart of the city. Today was the last day of the year, and many people gathered in this place for the countdown to the new year. People were really excited about this. There was a person who was emitting a bright blue aura. Our MC was disappointed after he realized that he had returned to his previous life.
Fuck. I came back. To the time before I got swept away in this damned game.
His hands were shaking because this was the time before humanity got engulfed in a cursed game. He clenched his fist, recalling that he had nearly cleared the game.
I was on the 20th round. If I could, I would stop time. Yeah. Since this is the last time anyway. I'm going to finish this game. To do that, I need to bring 4 other people with me to the last round. I wonder, who will be good?
This is Youngmin. He and his friends were also at the square to count down for the new year. They were happy because they're going to be adults soon. One of them sighed and said,
"What should I do after I graduate? Should I be a delivery man?"
After that he asked Youngmin,
"Youngmin, what are you going to do?"
"Didn't I tell you? I'm going to become a gangster."
They were all taken aback by his answer. They thought he was just joking, but Youngmin told them, people only live once, and he wanted to live as he pleased. His friends thought he was crazy and they should cut him off after they graduate. One of them asked Youngmin,
"Anyways, what'll happen to your personal shuttle when you graduate?"
A poor and gloomy guy's image popped up in his mind. He smiled and said he won't let go of him even after graduation. His friends also joined in, finding this is really amusing. Youngmin told them he should play him as long as he can. One of them noticed and said,
"Wait, isn't that your shuttle over there?"
Others also looked at that way and saw a person similar to that poor gloomy guy they just mentioned. Youngmin confirmed that his friend was right. However, as he stared at that person he used to bully throughout their high school days, something felt different. It confused Youngmin. That person took off his hood. Now his face can be seen clearly, and that was our hero. He had a more confident look, and it seemed like he had matured. Our hero also gazed back at Youngmin. Youngmin commented that our hero was different from usual self. Youngmin got irritated cause our hero dared to glare at him and about to teach him a lesson, but his friends stopped him. They reminded him that this was the first day of the new year, and he would have chances in the future. Therefore, he decided to let our hero off the hook today. They continued to celebrate that they were finally adults, now greeted each other with a happy new year. But a mysterious voice was heard, saying,
"Humans are interesting. To celebrate the new year, when they don't know what situation they are in."
That mysterious voice was heard by everyone and tried to look for the source of it. A majestic creature with white wings with white dress was also enveloped in bright golden light. It looked like an angel, and she was amused by the reaction of the people celebrating for the new year. But people were caught up in her appearance, and some thought she was beautiful. But our MC was opposite of them, and he even hated it.
She appeared. I still hate it even though I've gone through this 99 times.
When she knew that, she couldn't help laughing, but there was a grin on her face even though she tried to hide it with her hand.
"Trash like humans. It seems like you're all love-struck by my appearance, but it'll be best if you don't think about useless things, since I have no intention of being around you. Seeing as how you're all stunned, it seems like you can hear my voice well."
One man shouted that who she was and if she was cosplaying as an angel. She was silent for a moment with a smile, but after a few moments, her eyes turned into bright red and also her sweet smile and voice were gone and was replaced with a horrified one.
"How annoying."
That man's head suddenly blew up and red blood was spattered like a fireworks. Everyone around that man started running away in panic. Youngmin was also shocked by that. After that she spoke with her sweet voice again, that humans didn't have any right to ask her questions and warned not to act up arrogantly if they don't want their head to explore like the previous one. And she would explain every single thing. Our MC sighed in relief and thought,
Do I need to listen to the explanation again?
Alright, we will be playing a game from now on. For 20 rounds, on the 1st of every month, your souls will be transported to a new dimension to participate in a game. That's one of the things you humans need to do to complete the given quests. If you complete those quests, you will receive rewards and return back to the real world. However, Even if you complete the quest, not everyone will survive. Since I'm going to spare half of the participants in order of completion.
As soon as they heard the last sentence, they were really terrified and started to panic again. But our hero only sighed again cause he had already gone through these for 99 times.
But you don't need to worry so much, since I won't take all of you. Only humans around the world, aged between 15 and 29 will participate.
One of the middle-aged man cried that he was saved. One of Youngmin's friends was angry and grabbed his shirt, and asked that if he was pouring oil on the fire. Youngmin shouted his friend to stop and reminded him that if he hadn't seen someone's head exploded. Angel started counting and there were 1,801,029,290 participants.
Alright, since the explanation is done, shall we start the game?
As soon as she said that, all the people entered their own individual spaces which only that individual can see. Those were completely white, and only their own self-reflections on the screen can be seen. This is where they needed to shape their body for soul transferring. It was like a type of customization, but there was only one chance to do that.
Well, I'm just going to choose the same thing. My nickname is Black Scythe.
After that they were transported to a landscape. The sun was shining brightly. The environment was also cozy and the leaves were also dancing in the cool breeze. The first to arrive was none other than our hero. This is his in-game model like in his previous life, and there was his chosen nickname, Black Scythe, above his head.
Since I have had the same appearance since the 12th time, it really feels like my own body now.
After that, one by one started to appear. They were all in surprise cause their looks had really changed like they customized. Everyone had made cool and pretty look. Our MC thought they were stupid because if the appearance was too noticeable, it was easier to become a target. And if you died in this world, you die in the real world too.
Anyways, it's about time he came. There he is. Kwon Youngmin.
MC had already expected that Youngmin would buff himself with more muscles. A few moments later, the angel appeared again.
Looking at your expressions, it seems like you all like your new avatars. Your fearful expressions are great. Let's see. A total of 1,802,910 people. So all the humans from Seoul are here.
1,800,000 people?
It doesn't seem like that.
When people questioned her words, she was angry and, if they thought this was the only place, it was none of their business, and there were other spaces with other angels who were also proceeding with the round, she shouted. And she would begin with a simple explanation.
First, say status window in your head.
Our hero also opened his status window, and this made him sigh again cause he was back again to level 1 with normal human stats. And our hero's name is Ryumin.
Alright, did you all see your status windows? If you've played a game before, you'll know how trash you are right now. If you survive till the end and clear the 20 rounds, you'll of course be free from the survival game, and you'll be granted a wish.
She said them with villainous grin on her face. Everyone was hooked by the word a wish. She said she also had prepared a gift for everyone. Then inventory window was suddenly popped up with a random rune. That random rune could only be used once and only at the level 1. This was the only given item in the beginning. If you held it and said use in your head, you will be able to use. Youngmin also did and the rune shattered into pieces and he got a skill. The angel saw some unpleased expressions and she reminded them no matter what the outcome was, they must accept it cause it was their luck.
Since we finished with the runes, shall we get into the real thing?
She snapped her fingers and a quest appeared. It was to kill 100 goblins each, and there were 10,286 participants here. After that a goblin suddenly showed up. Some people thought if that was real, some thought it felt like they were in a game, and were kidnapped to test it out. Angel told them it was too early to excited because all the goblins had yet to summoned. Many goblins were appeared one by one. People were terrified by the numbers of goblins.
10,000 humans versus 50,000 goblin. Fight to the death.
As soon as after she said that, one goblin rushed towards humans, and they were scared by it. But one of the people also walked towards the way of that goblin. It was our hero Ryumin with confidence. Some people warned him, it was dangerous to get close, but Ryumin didn't care. His face got serious look, and he kicked that goblin in face with his long leg, with a dynamic force.